Many may have wondered or asked this question before, but what are some ways or some of the issues with our diets? There are many issues, but the one I want to focus on is processed foods. If you don't know what processed foods are, they are foods that have been altered from its natural state in any way. This is usually done for convenience to get the product out faster. I want to discuss 9 ways processed foods are really bad for you, and I'm referencing this from an online article, and I will have that cited in my discussion. Number 1, processed foods are high in sugar and fructose corn syrup. So we all know that sugar is very bad for the body. It can have devastating effects on the metabolism, and it can build up a resistance to insulin. So if you're diabetic, you really don't want that to happen because you don't want to grow this resistance or this immunity to the thing that is helping you, which is the insulin. And metabolism takes a hit too. It will slow down. So when you're trying to lose weight and you're working out but you're not eating right, you're eating all this sugar filled stuff, you're not going to get much done because your metabolism is going to be slowing down and you won't lose any weight. The second one is processed foods are hyper rewarding and lead to overconsumption. So when you're there and you're eating this huge hamburger from whatever fast food restaurant, and you're eating, and then you just hit that point where you're so full, but you still have your fries left, well, you pretty much satisfied your body so much to the point that you're going to want to eat those fries no matter how full you are. And that is for reasons I will discuss later, so keep that in mind. The third one is that processed foods contain all kinds of artificial ingredients. As we all know, looking at their nutritional facts at the back of our food products is very confusing. There's so many things on there that we have no idea what they are or where they even exist. I mean, there's so much corn syrup and things made of corn that is not very good for you. If you've ever seen the documentary Food Inc., you know why corn-based items are not the healthiest for you. And also, there could be many unlisted chemicals on there, so we don't really know what we're putting in our body. That's dangerous all in all. Fourth reason is processed foods can cause addictions to junk food. Now, going back to thinking of the overconsumption and hyper rewarding, the reason why you're going to want to eat those fries after you're so full is because that hamburger was so loaded with sugar and salt, and that's actually the two things that your body gets addicted to: sugar and salt. It really loves that stuff. So the more you eat it, the more it's going to want. That's why you get those cravings for that Big Mac or whatever food from whatever junk place. So just keep that in mind because you don't want to get your body addicted to the bad stuff. Number 5, processed foods are often high in refined carbs, also known as simple carbs, which are carbs that quickly break down and they lead to spikes in blood sugar and insulin levels. So when you have a simple carbohydrate and it's quickly broken down in your metabolism, it's spiking up those sugar levels or your insulin levels, and whenever one of those is off, you're not going to be in a good state. Because after those kind of throw each other off, that's when those cravings start. So always keep in mind sugar and salt, craving, that all connects. Number 6, of course, processed foods are super low in nutrients. And I know that manufacturers try to put some vitamins to kind of make up for that deficiency in nutrition and the nutrients, but it doesn't really do the full job that it should. Vitamins can only go so far. It's better just to get the natural vitamins and nutrients in fruits and vegetables and meats that are not messed with, as in processed. So that's number 6. Number 7 is that processed foods are low in fiber. And fiber, one of its many functions is it is a prebiotic and it feeds bacteria in the intestine. Now I know that sounds weird, but this is a good bacteria, so you really want to keep that. Fiber can also slow down the absorption of carbohydrates, which helps you feel more satisfied and you feel more full, I guess, and you don't have much of a need for more calories. So the more fiber you have, it kind of helps you feel full. And well, of course, fiber actually helps with um, waste digestion as well. Um, Number 8, processed food. It requires less energy and less time to digest. So that's pretty much why you're always hungry. You went to the restaurant, fast food restaurant, and you ate, and then 2 hours later you're hungry again. That's because those foods are made with, um, well, of course they're processed. So that pretty much means those processed nutrients, they burn up really fast in your digestive system and then they're gone. And then you're hungry again. So what's the point, right? And the final reason is they are high in trans fat or processed vegetable oils. That doesn't sound very nice, does it? These fats contain excessive amounts of omega-6 fatty acids, which can drive oxidation and inflammation in the body. So altogether, that just does not sound very good. These omega-6 fatty acids, they can cause problems. As I said, they can kind of throw off your oxidation and cause inflammation in the body. But also, they're just very, very unhealthy. I mean, just to think about those bottles of vegetable oil and having pretty much half of that in your hamburger, it's not the best thing you want to consume. So, keeping all that in mind, I hope I have informed you enough. As I said, I will have my resources linked in case you want to research or look at any of the articles I saw and kind of figure this stuff out for yourself as well. So thank you, and I will see you in the next video.